In this video, I will be giving you guys the best 3 guard builds for NBA 2K25. Now, obviously, I was not at Community Day. This is just my opinions and reactions to other creators' builds that were at Community Day and the guard builds that they made and that I will think will be the best in NBA 2K25 once the game comes out. Now, without further ado, let's hop right into it. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications so you guys do not miss a single video for NBA 2K25. And let's get right into it, y'all. Alright, so the first guard build I will be using in this video is for my boy 3Ball. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him and watch all his build videos. He's been dropping a lot of build videos so far from Community Day, so make sure you guys go subscribe to him. But for this build, we got a point guard, obviously, height 6'3", weight 170, and a 6'3" wingspan. I think 6'3s will be good this year. I know a lot of people, especially on Twitter, have been saying that small guards will be the move, like small guards, like under 6 foot. I'm not too sure about that, especially with, you know what I'm saying, like the do everything build system. I feel like that worked in old 2Ks with like the pie chart build system. Like I feel like you would get away with it, but with the kind of like just free builder when you can do whatever you want, small guards have never really been the meta. I think people are only really saying that because of the mini marksman badge, which is basically mismatch expert from 2K22, which allows you to shoot over taller builds. But I just don't think one badge is going to make small guards the meta, at least in my opinion. Just ever since we've had this builder, small guards really have never been the meta, so I'm not going to use any like under 6 foot builds. Like I just don't think anything under 6 foot will be good. But 3Ball's build is 6'3", like I said, 170 pounds and 6'3" wingspan. But actually getting into the build, we have a 96 3-pointer on this build, which is very high, which is very good. But if you take a look on the right, you get Hall of Fame Deadeye, Hall of Fame Limitless Range, Gold Mini Marksman, and Hall of Fame Set Shot Specialist. Very good badges, nothing below Gold. Mini Marksman on Gold, which will be pretty good, which like I said is basically Mismatch Expert, which allows smaller builds to shoot over taller builds, which will reduce the contest that the taller builds do get. And then Hall of Fame Deadeye and Hall of Fame Limitless Range, and then Set Shot Specialist, all of those badges paired together is deadly, bro, especially to go along with a 96 3-point rating. That is very good. This build is going to be deadly from the 3-point line. All right, now moving on, he went with a 95 ball handle on his build, which you are going to want to do if you are on a small guard. You're going to want to have a 95 ball handle so you can get Steve Francis size up. That is one thing I messed up on my guard build from 24. I did not go with a 95 ball handle, and it really killed my build because that is easily the best size up in the game. And I just missed out on it this year, so make sure you guys go with a 95 ball handle. I know that's going to be pretty expensive in the builder, but trust me, it is worth it. You might want to go 96 as well if you want that Hall of Fame Unpluckable, which will probably be actually useful this year because people are going to be getting Legend Glove that'll be running on locks. So 96 ball handle actually might be worth it to get that Hall of Fame Unpluckable. If you want to go the +1 in the builder, that's fine, or you can go with a 95 or, you know, a couple lower if you want to use cap breakers on that. But I would definitely rock with a 95 and just use a cap breaker on it to get 96 if you really wanted it. But definitely I would go with 95. Just make sure you get Steve Francis because that is very important. But 95 ball handle, I would definitely rock with that, as well as you get the Hall of Fame Ankle Assassin and the Hall of Fame Handles for Days as well. I think those are very good. Hall of Fame Handles for Days I think will be good this year, especially to start off with, just to get used to the dribbling, and then once you get more used to it, maybe it won't be as useful. But I definitely love a high Handles for Days, especially early in the game, just to get used to it, especially because your stamina won't be as high, because it will take you a little bit to get stamina this year, since you have to do it in the Gatorade facility. He also went with a 91 speed with ball on this build to get that Hall of Fame Lightning Launch, which is explosive when driving to the basket. That'll be good if you are, you know, looking to rim run, get a little bit of layup or dunk or whatever. Hall of Fame Lightning Launch is a very good badge. Yeah, man, you need a 94 for Legend. I don't know if I would go for that, especially since your ball handle is already pretty high. So if you go even higher with that speed with ball, it'll just be even more expensive, and you probably won't have, you know, that much attributes left for defense or physicals or finishing, whatever you want to upgrade. So I think 91 is plenty for that Hall of Fame Lightning Launch. I don't think you really need the Legend, especially if you're not even a rim running build. Really only helps you when you're explosive when driving to the basket. So I don't really think Legend is even worth it for this badge, but Hall of Fame Gold, whatever you want to go with, will be just fine. Alright, so this is the overall build that 3Ball went with. This is the build at max potential. He gets a 71 close shot with an 80 driving layup, no driving dunk, 28 standing dunk, and a 40 post control. Decent finishing. You'll only be able to go for layups, obviously, but an 80 driving layup to go along with a 71 close shot is definitely solid. With the shooting, we already covered that, but he has an 86 mid-range, 96 3-ball, and a 99 free throw. I don't mind upgrading free throw to 99 because free throw is basically like worth nothing in the builder. It doesn't even bring your overall up that much. So if you want to throw in a high free throw, go for it, especially if you play 5s, you're gonna need it. Onto the playmaking, 85 pass accuracy, very good. 95 ball handle, very good, as well as a very good 91 speed with ball. Playmaking, very well rounded on this build, with decent defense, 68 interior, 60 perimeter. 40 steal, 59 block, 26 offensive rebound, and a 48 defensive rebound with 90 speed, 78 agility, 48 strength, and a 60 vertical. This build is very solid. I think this is probably the best guard build I've seen so far, especially since I might go for a 6'3" if I'm going to be playing guard this year. The badges this build gets is just unreal. Because of that 96 3 ball and the 95 ball handle and then the 91 speed with ball. Just the badge that this build gets is unreal. I think this build will be very good and might be the small guard build I go with when 25 comes out. Moving on, the second build we are going to be looking at in this video is from Grinding. He made a point guard as well, 6'3" on the height, 170 pounds, and 6'7" wingspan. Pretty much identical to 3 balls build, but this build is a little bit of a finisher build, so it is a little bit different than 3 balls build. This is Grinding's Ja Morant build that he just uploaded, so make sure you guys go ahead and check out that video. But moving on, we got a 93 3-pointer on this build to unlock gold Deadeye, gold limitless range, silver mini marksman, and gold set shot specialist. The same badges as 3 balls build, just one tier down. 3 ball had Hall of Fame Deadeye, Hall of Fame limitless range, and Hall of Fame set shot specialist with gold mini marksman. Grinding's build is just one tier down, but I think it will be worth it just because I'll show y'all later in the build. And the reason that it is worth it, if you take a look at this finishing, you get a 93 driving dunk, which gets you gold posterizer and Hall of Fame area wizard, which will obviously give you posterizing contact dunks, and area wizard will give you finishing lobs and putbacks at the rim. 93 driving dunk. This is a Ja Morant build, so obviously we have finishing to go along with this build, but 93 driving dunk will pretty much give you all the good contact dunk animations in this game. Maybe not elite contacts, I think you need 96 for that, but it will give you pro contact dunks and small contact dunks. That is very good. 93 driving dunk on a 6'3" point guard is going to be very good. I might actually make this build, but the only thing is I'm not really a dunker. That's not really my playstyle. I'm not the best with the dunk meter, so I may not make this build. But those of you guys that are good with the dunk meter and are fans of Ja Morant, this build will be very, very good for you. This is Grinding's final Ja Morant build. As you guys can see, it is at a 99 potential. I think this is probably one of the best guard builds in the game as well. If you guys want a finishing guard build or a Ja Morant build, this is the one you want to make. This build is going to be very good on day 1 or any day of NBA 2K25, trust me. Alright y'all, the third and final build of this video is from Solo. He went with another 6'3" point guard, 225 pounds. That's a lot more than we've seen so far. 6'7" wingspan, and this build is another all-around demon. As you guys can see, he went with a 94 3-pointer on his build to get every shooting badge gold. He's got that gold Deadeye, gold limitless range, gold mini marksman, gold set shot specialist, as well as gold shifty shooter. Very good shooting badge layout for Solo. He gets all 5 shooting badges on gold with that 94 3 ball. That will be very, very good. Moving on to the playmaking, he gets a 90 ball handle for silver ankle assassin, gold handles for days, and silver unpluckable. He's actually the first one that did not go with 95 ball handle. I guess he doesn't really care for that Steve Francis size up. I guess if you use something else other than Steve Francis, which I don't know why you would, but if you don't use Steve Francis, I guess you don't really have to go 95. You can lower it a little bit. You still get good badges. He doesn't get strong handle on this build with 90, but I mean, if you don't use Steve Francis, like I said, you can lower it a little bit just so you don't have to waste, attribute potential in the builder. But me personally, I'm going to be going for that 95 just so I can get Steve Francis. But Solo did go with that 90. And like I said, you still get good badges from it. So if you don't use Steve Francis, you don't really have to. Under the defense, he does get a 79 steal on this build with a 92 perimeter for silver glove and silver interceptor. Those will be pretty good. It's a pretty good defensive build. At 92 perimeter is low-key slept on. He doesn't get any interior or block really, with only at a 42, and a little bit of defensive rebound on it as well at 52. No offensive rebound, but it's pretty good defensively, especially for 6'3". Like I said, that 92 perimeter is going to go crazy, and I think 79 steal is definitely pretty solid with silver glove and silver interceptor. Very good defensive build as well. And then for the finishing side of things, we get an 89 driving dunk on this build for silver posterizer and gold area wizard. 89 I think gets you pro and small contact dunks. I think you obviously don't get elite with an 89 driving dunk, but I'm pretty sure it does get you pro and small contact dunks, which are pretty good. Like I said, for a 6'3", I think similar to Grinding. So I think Grinding went with a 93. Solo went a couple ticks down at 89, but it still gets you the pro and the small contact dunks, which, like I said, are very good at 6'3". All right, y'all, this is the final build that Solo went with. Very well-rounded, very all-around, very good guard build. 74 on the close shot with a 77 layup, 89 driving dunk, and a 40 standing dunk. So he does get the good standing dunk animations that were in 24. 35 post control, 84 mid-range, 94 three-pointer, very good shooting to go along with an 85 free throw. 71 pass accuracy, a little low for me, to be honest. I would probably go at least 75. But 71 pass accuracy will most likely still get the job done. 90 ball handle with an 86 speed with ball. 42 interior, 92 perimeter, 79 steal, 42 block, 25 offensive rebound, 52 defensive rebound, 90 speed, 85 agility, very good physicals by the way, 52 strength, and a 78 vertical. very well-rounded build. Let me know in the comments which of these 3 builds was your favorite, whether it was 3 balls, grindings, or solos. And let me know in the comments if you guys are gonna be making any of these guard builds, because I'm not gonna lie, I have not decided yet, but I will definitely be making one of these guard builds for NBA 2K25. If you guys have not yet, I would appreciate it if you dropped a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you guys never miss an NBA 2K25 video. Make sure you guys go over to Twitch and follow me on Twitch at ADEMIGOD. I'll be streaming my grind on NBA 2K25 on Twitch, so make sure you guys follow me. Y'all guys can pop into some streams and chill out with me, man. But I hope y'all boys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man.